I'm Tina Fordham, and you're watching The Navigator, where we talk about geopolitics and financial markets. Today, we're going to discuss how to find competitive advantage by understanding the dynamics of the geopolitics supercycle. The past couple of weeks have seen another spike in geopolitical risks, including shock events in America, Venezuela, the Middle East, and Eastern Europe. We also had the Shanghai Cooperation Organization gatherings, which prompted a lot of debate, premature in my view, about the emergence of a possible China-led world order. Despite their significance, none of these developments registered with financial markets. But as regular viewers of The Navigator know, we advise against dismissing them as noise. Let me explain. Over-reliance on the signal versus noise construct can leave you exposed to missing out on trends that do impact the business environment, even if they don't move asset prices. By the time we get to a signal, it might be too late to preempt the disruption. We think there's an important space between signal and noise that bears watching, and this is what we try to capture in our monthly Navigator watch list, that space between priced in and systemic. A better name for what we are going through is paradigm shift. Think of the paradigm shift as an interregnum between the old order that we grew up in and the new one that has yet to emerge. The paradigm shift means everything from rewired supply chains to new trade corridors and security partnerships, sudden changes in regulation, new national priorities, and constantly changing rules of the game. And this is all happening faster than ever before. When you evaluate global developments through this lens, you can then start to think in terms of how to adapt your strategy to gain competitive advantage. Recently, we've noticed business leaders becoming more proactive about adapting to the change in trend, and they're starting to ask different questions. We're seeing a shift away from discussions about how long is this going to last and when will the world go back to normal. Instead, our C-suite clients are asking two new questions. One is, how should we be changing our business strategy? And here's the other. How can we integrate geopolitical criteria into our frameworks? This marks a change in trend. It also suggests that after a lengthy period of geopolitical denialism, business leaders are starting to plan for an extended period of uncertainty, changing their priorities accordingly. In some cases, we're also seeing an increase in risk appetite. Moving now to our geopolitics watch list for September, we are still highlighting the conflicts between Russia and Ukraine and in the Middle East because we're cautious about the emergence of contagion risk. We'll also be keeping an eye on the risk of a U.S. government shutdown, with the deadline coming up on September 30th, although my view is that opposition Democrats will reluctantly support the legislation and a crisis will be averted. As always, I'll leave you with my favorite quote from Louis Pasteur: "Fortune favors the brave, but chance favors the prepared mind." Don't forget to follow us on LinkedIn, where you can also sign up for our free newsletter and DM me with your thoughts.